Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Piper Academy. I'm your host, Army Piper, coming at you every Monday through Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking about what's hot in the news, what's hot in the markets, what's in the charts, and where can we be making some money. This show, not financial advice. However, I am here to give you some knowledge and some education so that you can make the decisions that you need to make your portfolio what it needs to be. So, shout out to everybody that's joining me this morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you guys here. For some odd reason, my headphones not really working, but that's okay because I don't have to hear anyone. I just have to hear myself talk, and that's an all right thing. So, let me know in the chat. Give me a one in there if you guys are getting good sound and everything on your end, and if you are, then we're gonna get hot. We're gonna get into this and see what's going on out there. So let's see what we got. Um, Guys, we have all kinds of news to go over, and there's some places today that I want to show you that might be worth your time to look into and see if you can make some money. And you may already know what it is because my good partner in crime over there, Crux, put in a poll in the chat, and he was talking about, have you ever thought about doing defensive stocks? That's it. Yep. Right now, I'm not sure what it is. Crux, let me know in the chat what the percentages are in that. But I have divided stocks. Do you mean dividend stocks, Eric Wallen? That's what I need to know. All right, cool. We're good to go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's jump into the news. We're going to be talking about some of this stuff here. We're going to be looking at um, the economic calendar because we've got some things coming up on that. So we're going to be jumping in on that. Where is that chart? There it is. We're going to be looking at this. We're going to be looking at the CME watch tool. We're going to be talking about some things like is there more violence coming that's not Israel and Hamas? China, we're going to be looking at them. The Americans still spending like there's no tomorrow. Big shocker there. We're going to be talking about these right here. This might be the place to make some money for a little while, right here. And so we'll be talking about that. And then we'll, of course, get into X marks the spot. So let's go ahead, jump in there, and then we'll get into some TA and just spend some time on the charts today. So, news. Into the news. So Fed Bostic speech, he's already spoke today. This was going on right now. And then at 11:30 a.m., this is, remember, I'm 2 hours behind. So this is actually 1:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Fed Waller's going to be speaking. Kashkari going to be speaking at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Fed Daily speaking today. Tomorrow, we're going to be having Bowman speaking. We got the 30-year mortgage rates coming in. And I actually have a little precursor on this. We'll be looking at that in a second. Previously at 7.53, and it's actually quite a bit higher right now. So PPI month over month, big data that's going to be coming in on Wednesday. And then we get our FOMC minutes there. And then we're going to hit Thursday hard. Thursday is going to be our core inflation rate. Currently, right now, they are expecting that it's going down or staying neutral. So either the inflation rate month over month is staying neutral, or the inflation rate year over year coming down. Was at 4.3. They're expecting on consensus and forecast to have a 4.1. I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know if that's going to be the case. Inflation rate here, looking at neutral, looking at consensus being a little bit lower. And then, of course, the month over month again, they're expecting to be down. I don't know. I think these numbers are getting very, very, very manipulated. Matter of fact, let's do this. I want to pull over here and I'm going to jump in here and we're going to pull up and see what, just look at Trueflation. I haven't looked at it in a hot minute. Whoa, what is this? Aggregated. This is new. American average purchase power has eroded by 20.35% since October of 2020. The U.S. inflation rate aggregated, and I'm not sure how they get this data. I'm going to have to dig into that. But this says that it's 20.35, and that might actually be more accurate. Uh, Lord, let's go see what it says here, though. 2.46 is what they're looking at there. So I don't know. We might start showing the aggregated rate because this might be a lot more honest for what it feels like on our wallets and in our pockets. So let's go. All right. So that's there's that, folks. I can't make this up. Jumping in here on the CME group. I'm looking at what they're saying here, and I know you guys just watch this over on Investing Bros. Shout out to them. I watch them every morning, but they're saying 86.4% chance here of a pause in November. December, 72% chance. January looks like a 68.5% chance. Uh, let's see, March. Do we have anything yet? Nope, March is still the highest chance being a pause. We don't start to look like we're getting close to a pivot to a dropping of those interest rates until about May of next year. So keep an eye on that. Let's see here. Do, 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 do. All right, looking at the liquidations here. Looking at the bitty boy liquidations here. Let's go to 24-hour. Ethereum. Ethereum, the big liquidations. We've got a lot of people getting liquidated on longs on Ethereum, which means price is going down. And then Bitcoin down on longs also 6.98 million. In the past 24 hours, 20,830 traders were liquidated. The total liquidations come in at $56.7 million. Key note there that you can take into account. When I opened this up about an hour ago to go over my articles and stuff, I actually saw that this was at like 50 million, which means if I go over here to the hourly, this should say there was about 6 point something million in the past hour. If let's see here, 1 hour wrecked. Okay, maybe it's about 3 hours, 3.14 hours, a million. I mean, so yeah, there you go. Not bad though, not bad. Pretty close there. But yeah, a lot of people getting wrecked, hitting longs, prices going down to the downside. Let's jump into a news article here. It says Americans are still spending like there's no tomorrow. And that's not good for anything going on. That means that the Fed's going to continue to uh, put the cranks down, put it twisting down on us because we're not stopping on the spending, guys. Americans are still spending like there's no tomorrow, per the Wall Street Journal. Meanwhile, Americans outside the wealthiest 20% of the country have run out of extra savings and now have less cash on hand than what they did when the pandemic began. And what are they using? Yep. Amron Davies reporting as ordered, sir. Welcome. Welcome, Brian. Glad to have you here, man. They're using their credit cards. For the bottom 80% of the households by income, bank deposits and other liquid assets were lower in June this year than what they were in March of 2020 after adjustment for inflation. Hey, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Put a one in the chat if you have less money today than what you had at the beginning of the coronavirus breakout. Let me know. If you actually do this, if you have more today than you had then, put a 2. If you have less today than you had then, put a 1. And that way I can see how people are doing. For the bottom 80%, over the same time frame, the least affluent 40% of Americans have witnessed an 8% decrease in their savings. Moreover, the subsequent 40%, a segment that aligns roughly with the U.S. middle class, saw their cash savings fall below levels seen before the pandemic in the previous quarter. Collectively, household net worth surged by approximately 5.5 trillion during the April-June period, reaching an all-time high as indicated by data from the Federal Reserve. So yeah, people they're spending more. They're spending more, but they have less savings. And the folks, the only place that can go into is the only place I could be going into to spend that money if they don't have the savings is in their credit card debt, and that's not a good thing. That is not a good thing at all. Let me check the chats here. Looks like yes, a few of you are saying that you have more today than what you had then, and shout out to you. That's awesome to see. Um, Lex G, I know Lex Caliber. I know why you have more because you got Chart Prime and started trading, and you made money during the entire market going down. So. Uh, so if I included that'd be two. So if I included that, it'd be a 2. You're saving for mortgage. Okay, that would be a 2. That would be a 2. Rick Wilson said he's saving for a mortgage. So if I included that, it would be a 2. And yeah, that's if you're saving money, you're saving money. So It is still more than you had then. All right, let's jump into the next article here. uh, China mulls new stimulus higher deficit to meet growth goal. Looks like China's getting ready to turn on the money machine, guys. It's getting ready to go burr. Um, Beijing mulls at least 137 billion dollars in additional debt in sources. Discussion comes as recent support failed to boost growth in their economy. It's from Bloomberg News, and China is considering raising its budget deficit for 2023 as the government prepares to unleash a new round of stimulus. Old stimmies right there to help the economy meet the official growth target, according to people familiar with the matter. Policymakers are weighing the issuance of at least 1 trillion yuan, which is equivalent to about $137 billion US, of additional sovereign debt for spending on infrastructure such as water conservation projects. Said the people asking not to be identified discussing a private matter because you don't want to, discuss a private matter and be identified in China. That could raise this year's budget deficit to well above 3% cap set in March. An announcement may come as early as this month. So we'll see if this actually comes out of China and if it pushes up their economy. But right now they are not doing great. The offshore yuan erased a lost trade of 0.1% higher on the news, while the yield on 10-year government bonds has climbed 1.4 basis points to 2.68%. Benred, what's up, man? What's up? The ad hoc issuance of additional debt from the central government could provide extra policy support and more resources to re engineer a stronger and faster recovery, according to old Bruce Payne over there. Good old Bruce. China has long been trying to keep its official fiscal deficit, which excludes special bonds or debt borrowed by the local government financing vehicles, under 3%. That's what they've tried to keep it under 3% of the GDP, partly to control financial risk. So, yeah, it looks like China's turning on the printer again, and we'll see how that affects their economy. But a lot of their stuff is manipulated anyway. So let's be honest. So who does China owe if they go into debt $1 trillion? Um, the IMF, man, the International Monetary Fund. That's who they owe that money to. All right, guys, this is pretty serious. You guys know everything going on over there in with Hamas and the Israel, and then you got Russia and you've got Ukraine. Well, let's just add to the list. U.S. urges Serbia. Let's. Can we read the article? Why are you? Come on. There we go. U.S. urges Serbia and Kosovo to return to talks to end violence. I don't know if you guys know this, but many, 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 many years ago, we were in a conflict over there in Kosovo. And looks like that might be a possibility of coming back again. The EU remains the key facilitator on the negotiations, according to a U.S. envoy. No final words yet on who's behind the recent shooting in Kosovo. So, yeah, there you go. There's police. Look, there's police in Europe right there. You see that? That's not us. You guys talk about defunding our police. I mean, look at that. Kosovo and Serbia must return to European Union mediated talks to defuse the risk of renewed violence after a gun battle left 4 people dead last month. The EU-backed plan almost unraveled last month following the shooting between ethnic Serbs and the police in the northern part of Kosovo. The worst escalation of tensions in nearly 2 decades has triggered concern that another war may erupt in Europe at the time when Ukraine is under Russian attack. So, at the time of this article, we weren't even really considering in the whole idea of Israel going on over there with Hamas, but this is not good. This is another war that might be taking place in addition to the two other wars. And when you got these small little wars going on, like Italy saying, "I want to go down and take this northern Africa part," or you got Germany going, "Well, all I'm doing is just taking back what I lost from World War One." Slowly but surely, you start to get what's called a world war. So, um, something to keep an eye on there. Serbia and Kosovo. Great times. All right. So how do you do what do you do here? You guys saw it on the thumbnail. I said buy now. Buy now. This is what what that thumbnail was about, and this is what we are actually looking at today. We're going to take a look at some of these stocks, but these are according to Seeking Alpha, another subscription that I have for you guys. No, no, there is things going on bullish right now. I'm getting ready to show them to you, Indie Rock. This is the five best defense stock buys. The military industrial complex should benefit increasingly from the Russia Ukraine crisis. Let's go ahead and add this on with Hamas and the Israel in here, and then possibly Kosovo and the Serbia. So, the war in Ukraine has sparked an intense race to improve defense capabilities. U.S. is arguably the best defense companies globally with better than anticipated growth and profitability potential capabilities. Um, Bad Red, and it's all right, brother. You can come back and watch it later. Mad love. I am Victor Durganov, an investor and financial writer for 20 plus years experience. I run the investing group, The Financial Profit, where I cover all market sectors and share strategies for a well diversified portfolio. What's up, D Jenny from the blockchain? Glad to have you here, man. I typically don't discuss defense companies, but the segment has grown to about 10% of his portfolio holdings. This individual here. The five defense stocks that he owns are Lockheed Martin, General Dynamics, Raytheon, Northrop Grumman, and Spirit Aerosystems. I actually think this is a bad one, and I'll show you why. Although it does have potential, I don't think it's going to be the winner. I think that taking a look, we'll look at the one that was actually on the chart that I dropped on that thumbnail. That was Booz Allen Hamilton. So we'll take a look at that. So here's Lockheed Martin. Lockheed Martin on the good upside here. What else do you have? He has Raytheon, looking up here. We're going to be looking at this on my chart so I can get you the actual look of them. Then Northrop Grumman again. So yeah, I've got them all isolated on my charts. We're going to be good to go. Um, yeah, nope, not doing that. We're going to take a look at this one. The Kabisi letter, breaking average interest on a 30-year mortgage. Here we go. We just talked about this. Uh, we're going to talk about that, Gia. I'm going to look at the charts and we're going to talk about it. I look at previous times, like at the beginning of the Ukraine-Russia war. We did have a little pullback since then, but we're going to take a look at it. Are the global conflicts going to continue outside the ongoing two wars? Comment what tensions? I think so, yes, but I can't comment on tensions, so I have to go through here. Bankrate.com, U.S. home mortgage 30-year fixed national average, folks. 7.95%. Rick Wilson, you need to go ahead and keep saving money for that mortgage because that is what you don't want. You don't want any of that, and that's the average, folks. So there's people out there paying much higher than that. Let's see what we have here. Breaking average interest rate, 30-year mortgage rises to 7.95, the highest since July 2000. Mortgage demands also just fell to its lowest since 1995. So nobody wants a mortgage, and that's probably why right there. Mortgage rates have moved in a straight line higher since the July Fed meeting. Even without additional rate hikes over the last 2 months, rates continue to rise. So, yeah, we haven't had any rate hikes at all. We've been paused, and then we're still going higher on the mortgage. We can see higher rates without rate hikes, a concept that many investors often overlook. Question becomes how much higher can the rates rise without more rate hikes? Interest rates are not only a product of the Fed funds rate, it's very possible that we see mortgages rise towards 9% next, according to the Kabisi letter. So there you go. Lovely, lovely times there. Love it. Let's go and see here. This is another one. Today is a reminder, and we're getting ready to jump into the charts here. Here we go. Today is another reminder that the real winners of war are those who produce weapons. Lockheed Martin LMT, one of the largest defense contractors in the U.S., is up nearly 7% today. When Russia invaded Ukraine, the stock jumped approximately 30% in 3 days. So, Gia, there's what we were talking about. 7% in one day. That yesterday was the market open. There was about 33% of movement in 3 days when Russia invaded Ukraine. So yes, that is very possible that we may still have upside running on these charts. So the Northrop Grumman stock is up 10% today on the news. Markets are trying to determine how much this conflict will escalate. Any sign of third-party involvement would be a major risk to equities. So And someone said third party, including Iran. Very possible, Mr. Philip Bannon there. All right, let's jump into the charts. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, so this is, let's go to the bottom here first. I want to go down here. We're going to start with Booz Allen Hamilton. This is the one that I put on yesterday. And this is our Tuesday morning. This is our newest candle. We are opening to the upside already on Booz Allen Hamilton. Um, We'll get into that one. We'll look at LMT. Right now, this is Booz Allen Hamilton here. LMT is next. And you can see here, folks, we had a buy signal back here on Chart Prime's indicator. This is on a 4-hour chart. So back on Monday, October 2nd, so 1 week ago, we got a strong buy indicator. We would have looked for a retest here. Where is the chart that I want to see? Right there. Is that it? Let me see. Is it 12-hour? Was it daily? I don't know. It might have been daily. I think it was daily. Give it a second. There we go. Yes, it was daily. We also on the daily had a buy indicator that popped off here on Monday the 2nd. Also, after getting support on the dynamic reactor there to the upside. And you can see that if you would have said, hey, we're breaking here because, you know, the triggers on this, we see that it's breaking the trend assist there. That would have been a good spot to get in, or you could have done it on the dynamic reactor. Either or, it doesn't really matter. We were also way low here, printed a green Heikin-Ashi candle on this here. So lots of indications here that this would have been a buy indicator or a buy on this stock. And so that is Booz Allen Hamilton. Um, let's see here. There is some cause for concern on Booz Allen Hamilton right now. However, I want to go back and look at the last time that this moved like this. When was that? Um, he said back in since the start of 2022. Hey, Crux, can you do me a favor and drop in the chat what the start date was of the Russia-Ukraine invasion? That would be awesome if you could do that for me. I want to say it's back in here somewhere, like February 2022, but we'll see. Give me a second and we'll look and see what it is. L3, yes, I know who L3 is. Saudi Arabia, yep, not a bad stock to own. Yeah, we'll have to add that to the list and take a look at it. I don't know if it'll be today, but we'll definitely take a look at that. And then, yeah, you can see here, I want to know when this happened. It was February 2022. That's what I thought. Okay. So February 2022, be about right here. So you can see big run up, came back, and then it's just been pretty much up since then. If you had bought when this buy indicator back here printed on the daily, you would be in at $80.93 and still way, way, way up. So I think that there's still some room to move on this. However, I think I would wait for a pullback before I did that, and here is why. If we turn on the Dynamics Pro, oh, sorry, my bad. If we turn on the Market Oracle and then we go into the momentum waves, you'll see that we're buried deep on the momentum waves right now. So yeah, buried deep in here. However, comma, look, it rode all the way up through the momentum wave reversal band. So, um, not financial advice. Do your research, but with everything going on right now, could be quite interesting. You can see this entire period here that this went sideways. This was continuing up on price. So, just because we're up here and look at the Heikin-Ashi, it doesn't look like it's reversing at all. So, matter of fact, not even a wick on the top of it. So that might be a good one in there. Let's go and check out the next one. This is LMT. This is going to be your Lockheed Martin. Lockheed Martin had a nice downside there. I want to check one thing. Yeah, we were in a falling channel, bullish pattern, gave us the breakout. There's the buy indicator. Up she's going. Right now, retesting support today on this 100 moving average. I'm going to show you guys a little something cool. If you go over here, no one ever looks at this dashboard for some reason. Not sure why. You can see today, Lockheed Martin down about 0.2%. Their dividends are actually paying out 43.16, which is insane. Up for the week, up for the month, down for the 3 month, down for the 6 month, down for year to date. For the 1 year mark, though, up. And let's look at the technicals here. Technicals are giving buy indicator, buy indicator. Don't go off of this, by the way. This is not something that I would ever trade on, but it does give some extra confirmation. Strong buys on the low time frames here if you're looking to flip these. And then let's look at the forecast for the analyst ratings. Analyst ratings saying that this could get as high as $555 per share, as low as 374, giving you a lot more upside than possible downside. Hence why it's on a strong buy here. You can go in here, look at their EPS and look at their earnings reports. Help you figure out the P&E, which is the price versus the earnings. So that's what we're seeing there on this. And I would say that this is probably looking pretty good if it can hold this to 100 EMA on the support line, as a support line. Then I would say that we're looking good. However, I would need to see us get above that dynamic reactor before I'd be super bullish on this stock. Let's go back and look at some others. This is going to be General Dynamics Corporation here today, guys. Looking at General Dynamics, we have a huge jump. Huge jump. You can see here that we did have this downside breakout of this symmetric triangle. It said this is the target. Almost hit it there, but not quite. And then, bam, it got a nice bounce above this breaker block. Previous resistance areas up here that we had gotten rejected. And right now, coming back down to test for today, downside today. However, money flow is still looking up. This is still looking pretty good here. I would not be afraid of this. I think this is decent. Let's look for a retest area here and see where this could be coming back to test. So let me go here and let's throw on some stuff. Come on, Market Pro. There we go. Yeah, way above the band on the 4 hour. I would be looking at this prime range right here coming in. That's going to be at about 231, 232. It's what I'd be looking at for support bounce on this. But right now, not looking horrible. Money flow, like I said, still going up and looking decent. So, General Dynamics, I don't know that they are the ones with the UFOs. I speculate that may actually be the case, but I don't know. I don't know who has the UFOs, to be honest. Raytheon. I used to be an air defender back before I went Intel. I was in the air defense artillery unit, and my job was Patriot missile systems made by Raytheon Corporation here. So this is RTX. Just now getting the buy indicator. However, I'm a little concerned here. Well, I'll tell you why I'm bearish and why I'm bullish. How about that? We are still underneath a red dynamic reactor pushing to the downside. Not really getting much pump off of this news. Had a little buy indicator, almost even to where it was at when it said buy. Look here on the RSI primed, just now flipped red from green. It's starting to get thinner and thinner, which means possible flipping coming on here, which is what we had there for more downside. So that's why I am bearish on this. However, let's go down and look at their analytics here. Yeah, down a lot for the year. Well, you know what? That's usually when we want to buy, though, is when we're down a lot. But everything here on the technicals is saying sell. Let's look at the monthly. Let's look at the weekly. Oscillator's saying buy, but that's about it. Neutral on the lower time frames. Let's look at the analyst rating. Analysts are saying this is a buy. And look at the downside mark compared to the upside mark. Okay. This is probably the analysts thinking a lot of the ways that I am on this. And here's what that is. Where is that? Come here. I need you to come back down. There it is. Raytheon. Let's talk here. Raytheon is, I switched sides. Oh, yeah. I'm just on this side for some things and on the other side for other things. See, when I'm on the news, I'm over here because I'm looking here, and that way I can look at my charts. When I'm over here, I'm looking this way, and that way I can look at my charts. That way, yeah. Um, so the reason that I am bullish on Raytheon guys, is because they make air defense artillery systems. That's one of their big things that they do. And who is using our systems from Raytheon? That would be Israel in their Iron Dome. So that seems like something that could really pop off, which is probably why you're seeing this much lower loss downside here than this projected upside from the analysts. So that's what I'm looking at there. Let's go look at NOC, Northrop Grumman Corporation. I want to see how their chart's looking. Northrop Grumman looks like they're coming back for a retest also. So, yeah, give this some time to come back down. Be watching for about 450 for a bounce there. But that's a good level for Northrop Grumman. And then Spirit Aero Systems. So you see, this is the one that's up today. However, I think that this breakout in the symmetric triangle is bullish, but this stock should have done much better back in February and held instead of dropping so hard because they do a lot of high tech aerodynamic stuff. And so I don't know that this kind of conflict is going to do huge for them. Where are we back here? Yeah, you can see going into February, going out to February here, they actually went down during the Russia invasion. So, um, yeah, I'm not feeling super bullish on this one. I think that analyst is wrong on this one here. So I'm going to put this one as a red, and we'll see. And then I'm going to go in here and put all of these as green, and we'll keep an eye on these defense contracts over the weeks ahead. But these are the ones that I'm going to be looking at today over on Robinhood. What's up, Bedridden? Talk to me, bruh. Oh, you talking to Alex? All right. I had to make sure. I was like, what did I do wrong, man? Yeah. Okay. So let's go and look at Bitcoin now. Now that we've looked at those beautiful defense contract stocks. Remember, guys, just because there's a lot of stuff going on out there right now that's just absolutely just horrible, terrible news, doesn't mean that there's not places. Um, so what looks the best to get into right now? I'm gonna have to say Raytheon, not financial advice. And I would wait for the things to settle down today. That's all I'm gonna say. Let these red candles play out today. Towards the end of the day, if they're still pushing down pretty good, that's when I would look at going in because very likely pull back from the initial resettlement of the push up and needs some time to actually get itself little consolidation. So I would be BAH and I would be looking at Raytheon. So not financial advice. Do your own research. Uh, yeah, let's get into Bitcoin here. So Bitcoin, guys, pulling back down into its golden pocket again. You can see that right here. We are on a 4-hour chart. And it is about to hit the trend assistant here. Getting a little bit of pullback up here, and I believe that Alex was saying that there was a nice bullish divergence going on here. Let's go and look and see what we have here. What time frame was that bullish divergence there? Otter, if you can let me know that, that'd be awesome. Thanks. Let's see if I can see it here on our oscillator. Flip it. There we go. Oh yeah. Well, it's coming up as a hidden bullish divergence here, but yeah, I can see that. But has honestly already played out. If this is the one that you're talking about right here, you're probably looking at Market Cipher, right? Okay. Um, this could be coming in if this gets a little bit lower. We could be doing that there. So 4-hour, okay. Yeah, we have a hidden one that popped on Chart Prime's oscillator, and we did get the upside. However, we're starting to get a curvature back to the downside here on the oscillator pro. So let's go check the 1 hour he's talking about there. It's tight. Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, getting very tight there. On the 1 hour, fighting to get above the 618 here on the golden pocket. We are getting the oversold down here on the 1 hour, which means we could get some upside. But look at this. Look at this rejection on the dynamic reactor here. It is not wanting to get us above it on the 1 hour at all. Every time we touch it, we get smacked back down. So also got a breakdown out of the symmetric triangle pattern here, and then we also had a strong sell indicator that popped there. So staying below that level. I'm not feeling that bullish on this. I think I would actually put my money right now into Booz Allen Hamilton before I would right now into Bitcoin. I think we've got some bad data, and I think that it's not going to get any better for the time being. I'm looking at towards the end of the year for that. So yeah, it's a beautiful rejection. I love Market Cipher, just so you know. I have Market Cipher. Um, I also have Lux Algo, but I can't use it anymore because it's all locked for me. I do have Market Cipher, so I do go through a lot of stuff with Market Cipher. I used to, but I started getting Chart Prime, and I fell in love with it because it's just such a better um, package than anything I've used out there, and so easy to use. That's what Tim uses too. So if you want to check out some Chart Prime, you guys can check the link below. 45% off your initial monthly or quarterly sign up, and then after that, you also get 5 classes a week live with OC Guy, one with me and OC Guy. And we give training, so you don't just get the indicators; you get actual education because knowledge is profit. Um, so Alex, if you wanna check out some Chart Prime, you let me know, bro. I got you. Throw it on there and see how it works in Confluence there with Market Cipher. All right. Um, Bitcoin. Yeah, it looks like downside coming for Bitcoin here, man. Let's go look at Ethereum. Ethereum had that bad data that came out yesterday where the Ethereum Foundation sold off a crap ton. You can see here we had a breakout indicator on this falling wedge right there, that little green dot. This was your measured target. Check it out. It said, hey, if we break here, yep, we did. This is our target, and we wicked right to it perfectly. So hitting that green, turning that green, saying this is our target. And now we're looking at strong sell here after that retest to the downside, hitting down into the momentum bands for the reversal. Um, Yes, there is a Saturday class now, Ihachi. Yes, there's actually, so it is 6 days. You were correct. 6 days of live education in the Discord. Um, yeah, this is looking weak. It looks like we're about to take this ribbon here on the Chart Prime Oscillator and start to curve back down again, which is crazy considering how low the RSI primed is. We do have AVAX. AVAX is doing pretty decent. It's up today. I said watch for that bounce there, and that's exactly what happened on the 382 of that Fibonacci, getting above the dynamic reactor, showing it as support, and up she goes. Where is my? Come here, you. Come here, you. There we go. Pull you over. There we go. All right. Got to check my fixed range volume profiles here. Um, Yeah, we did almost hit down here on Monday, yesterday, that would be almost hit down here to the point of control. Did get our solid support here in the order block that's coming back from this point here on last week. And now we're getting a bounce cleanly on the dynamic reactor to the upside. So AVAX looking decent. Not sure where the strength is coming from. I know they had some deals recently, but overall, Bitcoin not really having the effect on the some of the cryptos that it normally has. I mean, even Link fighting right here in a little consolidation on the dynamic reactor. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what some of these defense contracts were looking like today. Let's look at the futures contracts here. Dow Jones, let's take it to an hourly. There we go. Dow Jones looking up. S&P 500 futures looking up. Excuse me. NASDAQ 100 futures looking up. And nope, not that one. Tesla, someone said. Oh, let's look at some gold and silver here. Gold is sitting underneath its 100-week moving average. It's got to get above that before I be bullish on it, just so you know. That range currently 1858. If you can't get above that, I'm not feeling bullish. Silver is currently in a symmetric triangle. If it gets a breakout on that, that would be interesting. Just all you gotta do, go over here, click this button. You can come in and you can go alert customization. And so it is going to be channel break. Um, excuse me. I am so sorry. Had a little triangle upside breakout there. That's what you would do. So if it has a downside breakout or upside breakout, you just click those, and then you would just set your alerts over here and select anything that's in that indicator to be your indication. So if it gets a breakout here, trade it. Likely, in my opinion, going to break to the upside. So that's not financial advice, just an opinion. Um, and yeah, that is their Tesla. That's what the one someone said Tesla's way out. Yeah, Tesla's pulling back a little bit in the past hour, but it is up. Thank you. I appreciate you, Gia. You just bought silver. Good job. Did you buy stock or did you buy physical silver? That's a good question. Have you smashed the like button? Um, Now look here. We had a breakout on here. That was the target. It now has hit the target on this breakout of the symmetric triangle. Looks like we still have upside to go here on Tesla on this 1 hour. So we could still be moving up today on this. Let's go check the 4 hour and actually let's check the daily on Tesla and see how that's looking. Yeah, Tesla still has upside to move here on the RSI primed. Uh, breaking turned green and is breaking here above the zero line, so that's pretty bullish in my opinion. However, we are about to hit the top of this symmetric triangle trend line here, which is going to be coming in at about $270. So watch for a rejection there on the daily, but still gives us a decent little move up for the rest of today. Nice. All right, let's jump over here. Let's talk. Let's get out of this place. Hey guys, I appreciate you joining me today. Remember, nothing that I say on the show is financial advice. I'm just bringing you guys what I'm looking at, and common sense tells me that if we are in a period of a lot of threat of war or active conflicts going on, that the thing to do would be to look at defense contract stocks, and that's what we did today. So, will Bitcoin close 2024 higher than it is now? I say yes on that. I say yes on that. You guys are so far agreeing with me on that, so that's interesting. But yeah, take a look at them. There's always a place to make money, always, whether it be up or down. If you're in stocks, it's calls, it's puts. Calls to go up, puts to go down. It's just like longs and shorts. Um, be very careful with those, though. They can hurt you. You got to know what you're doing. Do some research on it. The way to remember this is you're calling up a friend. You're putting down the phone. So there you go for that. But yeah, if you're in crypto exchanges around the world, you've got your ways of longing and shorting. So money can be made either direction. It's just you got to have the right tools and the right training. And I try to offer you both of those with Chart Prime, 45% off below, and with this live stream where I try to give you guys all the knowledge I can because knowledge is profit. So I appreciate you guys joining me here. I will catch you tomorrow morning. Don't forget, for those that are in the Investing Bros premium community for silver, they've got a bro time today. I might try to jump into there. And till then, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Out.
That was awesome, dude!